Hey guys, what's up? So this is a Legato class, and this is gonna be very important. It's a technique class, very technique focused. And well, if you're optimistic about the video, leave the like at the beginning because you might like it. If you don't, if you want to, you can take it out later. But also subscribe to be in tune with more videos. I'm posting videos weekly on Saturdays. And let's start. For this class, it's gonna be very important that you have, well, either you watch those videos that I'm gonna mention before because you're gonna use them here, or you can watch them later to understand what I'm talking about. They're gonna be very pertinent. They are the Greek modes video because you're gonna be playing with scales, which is the basis. Almost all the videos that I got, you're gonna use scales, so check that out. It's the fundamental part of guitar. And melodic patterns, because in melodic patterns you can practice more technique, use legatos if you want to as part of the melodic patterns, and all that and more technique. So with regards to legatos, you can divide legatos in two different types of legatos. You have the hammer on, which is self-explanatory. You hammer the next note, and you also have the pull off, which is the opposite. And that's the kind of technique you use a lot in guitar, the electric guitar, but you can use in acoustic guitar equally. It's basically almost as used. You will use those techniques to give more life to the solo, sometimes to play notes faster, and it's part of the expression of music, right? So those are the two kinds of legato. So the class would be ended if I just told you what hammer on and pull off is, but if I don't give you an application of this, it doesn't make sense where it fits, nor do you learn and practice what it is. So what's an example of an application of legatos and pull, either hammer on and pull off? I'm going to apply that on F sharp, which is at the 6th string and 2nd fret. We're going to do the F sharp major scale, Greek modes video, keep that in mind. And I'm going to do the major in all the arm of the guitar. I have the tabs in. You're going to see a lot of notes everywhere on the guitar. We're going to use this part of the shape. So that's the shape here on the screen. You play the F sharp, and then you play the note after F sharp. In other words, you go to the 4th fret on the 6th string still, and then you go to the 6th fret in 6th string. So the frets are 2, 4, and 6. You just pick that on the 6th string and bring it to the 5th one. Same shape, right? Very subtle. And play it again. And the rest of the shape, well, you have identified that on the tabs already, where the shape is. That's exactly how it starts, and the rest is something like, for you to see. Right, that's the whole shape. So I could play that simply just by using the picking class, most likely on the description and comments. Everything is linked, so I could just pick that downwards, alternate. I could go up and down the scale, but we're gonna do legatos, right, to see how it fits and how it can make it more interesting, right? Because the sound is not going to be the same, right? So let's start with the hammer on kind of legato, right? So the hammer on, you play the first note, then you hammer the second note, and also the third, because you take the opportunity that the string is still vibrating, and then you hammer the next note, and the string is going to keep vibrating. But then it's gonna play the next note that you hammered. So you play the first one with a pick. This is the first note with the pick, then you hammer the second and the third note, so it becomes. Do the same on the fifth string, and you follow the shape, right? Next part of the shape on the fourth string, then the third and second and first. So you can do the same, but then from down up, right? From bottom up. So you play this note, which is the first string, fourth fret. Then after that note, you have this shape, right? You got on the tabs. Then you go to the second string, the same shape that you see on the tabs, but then you do the hammer on, and the rest follows. So if I go down and up, then up. Sorry. And now the pull off at the last part. The pull off is harder because if you want to hammer the note, it's easy because the string is vibrating and you just hit it later. Like even if it's not vibrating, the string, you just hit with power the string, and it's like you just produce the note. Like, the pull off is not that easy to produce the note, the sound, but the pull off, just to make it easier, let's start from the bottom because it's gonna be easier to, or ergonomically, to play it. So we're gonna start down and go up, and then we're gonna do the pull off from top to bottom. Okay, so first of all, first string, starting on the first string, you will have, you're gonna play now the last note of the whole scale, right, which is with your pinky finger. That's the pinky finger that I was talking about last class. That's the pinky. This is the thumb, of course. Damn, how did I forget those things? So you're gonna play the last note with the pick normally, but then you do the pull off. When you pull off, you're pressing the frets, right? But then you press it with a certain strength level, but you bring it like out of the fret of the guitar, almost if you want to throw it in this direction, right? So you're pushing the string out of the arm of the guitar, and that's what you do for the next note too, from this note to this note. Okay, and you can do that in one single, in a row. Sounds good, but then when you pass to the other strings, it's not that obvious that you can, grab the shape and then do the pull off and then go to the next string and keep the same level of strength and pulling the string out of the guitar, right? So that's how it sounds. See the transition, how it's weird. It's not very ergonomic, but it works, right? Sorry. Then you can do the same, but from the top to bottom, right? So you can start at the first shape of the scale, then I'll play its last note. So if I play it, it becomes. That's very weird. No one does it in a song. It doesn't sound good necessarily, but that's how it works. And then you can do all sorts of combinations, as I said on the picking lesson. You can also do you can do back and forth, hammer on, pull off, and mix those two. Be creative, right? But that's the thing. And then if you want to, just as a curiosity at the end, there's an exercise that I do sometimes, which is a kind of a melodic pattern exercise that you go back and forth on the pull off and the hammer on. I usually do that in actual G, which is at the 3rd fret, you know, and that's how it goes. So you go back and forth on the hammer on and pull off, right? So it practices a lot of the hand resistance. I don't know if that's how you call it, but your tendons are gonna be hurting if you do it too fast and for too long. But that's also technique. That's also very used for sure. That's the application of legatos and both hammer on and pull off. You can test the normal scale that I showed, which is F sharp, but you can also test the G major, not the scale itself, but the pattern that I showed of playing, and those are going to be very useful. So I hope this was a cool class. Hope you got some help on the topic, because it's going to be, well, the first of the things you're going to do to progress towards the solos you want to play, because I know you just want to play the solos and songs. But you need to go through the boring technique, right? So if this was useful, now you maintain the like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next Saturday.